In a vibrant and bustling town filled with the cheerful noises of daily life, there lived a young girl named Lena. With her endless curiosity and charming innocence, Lena was known to wander through the town, asking curious questions and seeking truths about the world around her. Yet, despite her enthusiasm for discovery, Lena felt there was something missing within her, a profound sense of belonging and connection that she couldn't quite understand. One crisp morning, Lena decided to embark on a different kind of adventure. This time, she set her tiny feet towards the core of her town's heart, the families that lived there. Her mission: to uncover what exactly made a house a home. Her first stop was the cozy cottage of Mrs. Marlow, the town's kind-hearted baker. As Lena entered, she was enveloped by warmth and the irresistible aroma of freshly baked bread. Mrs. Marlow welcomed her with open arms and a plate of cookies. While sipping milk and savoring the cookies, Lena noticed how each member of Mrs. Marlow's family contributed to the bustling bakery. Mrs. Marlow worked joyfully alongside her husband and children, laughing and sharing stories. Lena realized the bond they shared was like the yeast that made the bread rise; it helped them grow together. Filled with newfound understanding, Lena skipped over to her next stop. The garden of Mr. and Mrs. Ahmed, avid gardeners known for their spectacular sunflowers. She found them playfully arguing over the proper amount of water each flower needed. Mr. Ahmed insisted that excess would flood them, while Mrs. Ahmed believed a little extra would only strengthen their roots. Watching the couple nurture their garden, Lena learned that family is about cooperation and balance, where differing opinions bloom into shared beauty. Continuing her quest, Lena visited the house of the García family, renowned for their Wednesday music nights. That evening, their home was alive with tunes as each member played a different instrument. Lena was enchanted by how their melodies wove together into a beautiful harmony, despite their varied notes. Here, she understood that like music, families are about blending differences to create something special. As she returned home, Lena could hear her parents' laughter echoing through the house. Her heart swelled with an appreciation she hadn't felt before. She understood now that family was more than just living under a single roof, it was a symphony of daily struggles and celebrations. It was the essential ingredient that made a house a home. Inspired by the warmth of togetherness, Lena decided to create something special for her family the next day. With a little guidance from Mrs. Marlow, she baked her very first loaf of bread. As the scent filled their home, her parents praised her efforts, and they all sat together to share the meal, savoring not just the bread but the love it symbolized. Through her journey, Lena discovered that the heart of a home beats strongest when filled with the love of family. This lesson, Lena knew, would guide her and anchor her, no matter where her wanderlust might lead her in the future.